Hi everyone, F1600 racing driver and go-karter Dylan Christie here, reviewing my first onboard send-in. This is a driver, Justin, who joined us about halfway through the 2019 season here at MDR. This is a clip from before Justin joined MDR. It's Club Race 4 at Oakland Valley Race Park. There are clips where Justin's driven better. He improved a lot since he joined us at the team and ended up finishing an impressive second in the junior championship. But he picked this race to send in to me just because of all this excitement and unpredictability. And I see this being a really exciting and engaging race review. Before I get into looking at the course of events and interesting things that happen in this race, I'd like to first say that you can have yourself in a video just like this one. All you have to do is send a video file, an onboard video from any go-kart race, doesn't even have to be a go-kart race, any race at all, to the email down below. If that's too difficult, you can try sharing it with me through Google Drive. That doesn't take as long. And if that isn't working out for you, perhaps you have a YouTube channel, you could send me the link to that and I could take it right from there. And if none of that works and you're not sure what to do, you can just contact me through my Instagram down below and I'll help you out, make it easy for you. I believe I've covered everything, so let's get started. And as you can see already on lap 2, we have drivers slowing down, checking up. You can see Justin got clipped in the left rear a bit, started to lose the karts ahead. He did get bumped up to 5th though because a driver ahead was checking up and slowed down, so he managed to get by him. And now we see a driver that he was really close to before start to pull away a bit. Now he's already had a bit of bad luck with the drivers checking up, slowing up. He's managed to caught up to the 4th place spot. You could actually say he's in a good position right now, despite the front 2 being pretty much gone at this point. And you can see it's going good for him. And then the driver that checked up before really squeezes his way in there, a bit aggressive. Didn't hurt him too much, but hurt Justin a lot. And you can see that from the other driver's move, Justin really just lost a lot of ground. And now he's really brought with this challenge of having to make up that ground again. Now that Justin's caught himself a bit of a break, escaping that early lap chaos, or at least having a bit of a break from it, I want to look at really one of the most challenging turns on any course that I've ever raced on. It's the final turn on the course before getting onto the longest straightaway on the track. Up here you can see he enters it. He enters well, he gets pointed straight. If you look at his turn-in point, you can see he's actually taking the right approach. That black line at the apex, where all the grip is, he's made sure to turn in underneath that in an effort to try and get down to the apex and shorten the track. At this course in particular, and really most courses, all the grip is down underneath the apex. It's where the rubber lays down. It's where all the grip is. And I know some drivers are going to be familiar with the concept of rubber on the track, others won't be. But basically, what it means is that when drivers drive repeatedly on the track, they are going to be laying down rubber over the racing line and maybe a bit to the outside of the racing line. But what you want to do is you want to hit the rubber on the track, the tire rubber that's being laid down from the tires, with only your outside tires, because your outside tires are where you're putting all the force. So really hitting them with your inside tires, your, in this case, left tires, isn't going to do anything good. So getting underneath the corner and really being as most left to it as you can will benefit you the most and have you pointed straightest and get the most grip and best run out of the corner. You can see he's actually got himself on top of the curb, which is a good sign. That's what you want to aim for when you're really trying to cut off distance and get pointed to the left so you can point straight. And something that he kept improving on, especially when he joined MDR, was getting him in closer and closer to the left, hitting that curb more and more and cutting off the most distance. So here you have an example of getting a good run off the corner because he cut off distance, but there's still a bit more you can get out of it. There's always more and more you can get out of the track in terms of dropping speed. And I want to show an example of shortening the track, which I've had countless laps to practice, especially at OVRP. I turn it a bit later than Justin does, but you can really see how I get down to that apex and actually go past the curb. I'll play it one more time slowly. And just pay attention to how I turn in, how I'm really pushing on the wheel, and how my kart goes over that curb, and the amount of grip that you can see will result in the kart holding. You can see I'm really going past the curb, going even past that little dip in the curb and going into the grass a bit. This is taking it to the extreme, but it is a great way to cut off distance. Make sure your wheel's pointed straight and get a good run off the turn. Justin's in a junior kart, so harder tires are going to be harder to get this done with, but still just a little bit of a look at where you can maybe get that extra half a tenth getting onto the straightaway. Now getting back to the race, Justin actually managed to catch back up to the 244 up here, which really shows that he is actually a lot quicker and has a lot of potential to go by. So let's look at his pass attempt here. He goes by the 244, does a really good job of getting down to the apex, getting the first half of the turn done. But you can see that the 244 almost instantly over-unders him here. Now here you're dealing with two drivers who both know what they're doing, so really you can't just go down the inside and expect that will give you the pass. What you really have to do is block the turn right away. And in my last video I talked about how you want to go defensive coming out of a turn that you've made a pass in, but really just going to the inside doesn't work here since the 244 is already back on his inside. So the only real advice that I can give here to really secure this pass is to come out of the final turn and just instantly not use all the exit. Just cut the turn really short, come off the apex, the center of the corner, and just stay mid-track from there and go to the inside. You'll lose tons of time, but you'll secure the pass and you won't have to spend any more time behind him. But really that's a judgment call, so it's up to the driver, but that could be a way to potentially secure the pass. So now that he's back on the driver's bumper, he probably needs to accept that even if he does get by, the driver behind will simply go right back on his bumper and go right back to trying to pass him. So once you're around a driver that's similar to your speed, even though maybe they have a couple spurts of being fast and then slow, you want to think of ways that you can pass them and ensure that you stay by them. And a good way of doing this is to pass them in a spot where they'll probably be unprepared, not see it coming, and also maybe not have a proper way to react. This could include making sure they're really stuck on the outside of the track. Maybe they get some dirt on their tires from the outside of the track, maybe some marbles. And I have an example of me doing this. I have the run to go for a pass, so I make sure I stick on his bumper, I go for a normal pass, I go down the inside, but I only stick my nose in. I give him the opportunity to try and hold it around the outside. Even though he's not going to keep his spot by being on the outside, he is stuck in a spot where he's going to have to stay on the outside for a bit longer and back out of the pass slowly. Since I've only stuck a bit of my kart in there, he is really in a situation where he can't over-under, and he also can't hold his position. So he's stuck out on the outside where all the marbles are, all the dirt is, and what's going to happen is I'm going to end up going by him, but because he has all the marbles and dirt on his tires, even though he might be a similar speed to me, he's not going to be able to catch right back up. He's going to be stuck trying to get the dirt off his tires, probably regaining a bit of momentum, and that will secure the spot for me and giving me a bit of a gap too. Entering the final lap of this OVRP Club Race 4, you can see that the 244 goes defensive, Justin doesn't, and he's able to over-under the 244 and finally secures his way by, gaining the spot. Now, I want to talk about the last lap of the race, which is really where you need to start driving a bit differently. You need to understand that the kart behind you is going to be upset that he just lost a spot. He's going to try and find his way by, and there might also be other karts behind you. So I'd really take the final lap to go as defensive as possible. I mean, Justin did the best he could with that, and you can still see a kart is able to slide by him in the final turn. There wasn't much he could do, but then again, if you want to take defending to a bit of a higher level on the final lap, I'd really just try and hug the inside as much as you can. Maybe not even use all the exits of the corners, and that could be a way to keep from getting passed on the final lap, especially if there are no karts you are trying to catch and you're just trying to hold on to spots. I hope everyone enjoyed this onboard review. It was a lot of fun for me, and I'd like to keep doing more of them. Please reach out to me in any way you can if you have any questions about driving whatsoever. Don't hold back contacting me, reaching out to me for whatever you might want. You have my Instagram at Dylan Christie Racing. You have the email down below. You can also send onboard video through there. You can reach out to me with questions through there. Whatever you feel like doing, I'll be pretty chill about it, and I'd like to make more videos like this. So please reach out to me, help me grow my channel, like, subscribe, so I can make more videos like this. Uh, Thanks to Justin for sending in his video, helped me grow my channel. I have more videos I'd like to do. I'm going to be posting roughly once a week. Um, Next weekend, I'm going to be in Sebring with Team Pelfrey racing F1600. Wish me luck. I'm probably not going to get a video out then, but perhaps shortly after. Maybe if the season's going well, I even start posting my car racing videos of me racing at Sebring. It's a lot of fun. Team Pelfrey's a great team. They've really helped me, even in the one race I've done, and I'm looking forward to spending 2020 with them. Uh, Follow me on Instagram to see how I'm doing in F1600 and car racing. Wish me luck. I'd love to keep making more videos like this, so continue to give this channel attention. If you like racing, remember to like and subscribe.